What's the status, 3?
I'm good, just making the world a better place, that's all.
Between earth and God, I'm a byproduct. I come from a family of hustlers. That byproduct, money is the root of all evil. But I'm still trying to find a large profit. It's a mirage, they live in a facade. I was smoking thigh and had a talk with God. She told me why she named me John. I authored scriptures to shed light on a darker picture. If you my dog, I'm barking with you. You feeling the star wisdom. My homie Chuck told me it was giants on earth before me. And chemtrails, we inhale. That's another story. Mercury is used to check temperature. The sun is the spirit sinking. The moon is the portal. Assuming you important. Set your turn. Mars is wars as the M turn. And change words. I'm in the game, but change service. I'm about to disassemble a bomb. I ain't nervous.
Drake, Dragon, Draco, Draconian, Land of the Giants, Ice Wall, Patagonian, Lexicon, Word Wizardry, speaking Babylonian, Highways of the Vortex, shooting out the fallopian, low vibrating light, king of the material, mark of the beast, nanotech, scanning serial, the mental dead, carried by 6 to your burial, the lights is out. No resurrection, broken power grid, no interconnection. The Grim Reaper, I'm so collecting. 6-shot, hollow tip, rubber grip, Smith & Wesson. Bitch, repent when God is in your presence. Your aura is weak, uproot your essence. I walk through darkness, highly illuminated. Eyes blazing with fire, with blades double serrated. Hunting down clowns I double hated. Hit so hard your jaw is elongated. Shatter egos like they was glass plated. This was long overdue, past dated. One shot deal, it is as is and no recreation. All praises due to my parents for making. Always appreciate and never abated. One.
The A is the M, like the A is the E. Where earlier I said, hey, you know how somebody say, hey. It's AI. And that's the dream, like, don't people say, hey, I'm dreaming. Am I dreaming?
Between earth and God, I'm a byproduct.
Fuck. Oh boy. So who liked Mike Tyson biting Trump's ear? You didn't see Mike jump out of the stands and bite Trump in his fucking ear? Fucking BB gun ass shots. This cat got hit in the ear by a fucking termite. Well, gun control is going to be at an all-time high now. Let's see what laws they implement on this bullshit. Sir Drop was just making some good points. If the shot come from behind, people would have got their wig blown off. And yeah, that shit was fake as shit. Yeah, people were saying the far left were shooting, that's why they missed. I was fucking laughing. The people who want gun control were shooting because they don't know how. Well, this proves more than ever, you know, that Trump is definitely part of the show. I mean, no, I just can't see any caliber possible grazing the air and just a little blood coming down. The news was saying it was a rifle. Yeah, what a fucking, what are them little funny little metal, what are them things called? It's a 22 caliber pellet gun. That's what they were shooting with, a pellet gun. Yep, he definitely blew it. Whoever this, they were saying the guy that was behind him was the one that was shooting. No way. Nobody in them stands was shooting. Like, the shit was fucking. People were saying they want him dead. Yeah, they're not gonna hire some kid that has no skills whatsoever. If it was real life, and even the signs that were behind him. When I seen the signs, I said, "Joe, you're fired." I said, "Oh, ha." I've never seen them signs before at any of his rallies until yesterday. I didn't, you know, where did I first see? I don't know where I first seen the headlines where he was shot, but I laughed because I knew it was coming. Because all they talk about is how they want Trump out of there. But I thought they were gonna, like, somebody was gonna assassinate him for real. Maybe this is the beginning for him to fake his death next. Or maybe he'll drop out and be like, "Oh, I'm scared." Who knows? Really don't care, because we're fucked either way. Hey, Max, good stream yesterday. I didn't catch the viewing one. I can't even think straight. I'm just laughing at Trump getting bit by Mike Tyson in his ear. A little mosquito bit his ear. Even when you hear the shots, they sound like firecrackers. No high caliber weapon sounds like that. There's 150, everyone jumped on it. You know how many channels I seen immediately going live with that shit? They were like, views, views. You think the attempt was real? I don't. I mean, there's a 1 to 10% chance it was, and if it was, they hired a fucking McDonald's worker to do it. Fucking no aim. Fucking used a 22 caliber pellet gun. Like, who did they hire? A Boy Scout? Like, all the money those people have, right? And they hire some shit nugget. Crowd went nuts when he put his fist up. He was like, "White power!" And the crowd was like, "Yeah!" I should have recorded the guy today, man, that was on the bus. He said, "Trump power!" This white dude. Now everyone is looking at him like, what the fuck? Yeah, he's going to bring the nuts out now. I saw the picture of the kid dead on the roof. Hey, just like pictures I show, man. They could all be fake. People think Trump's gonna save the world like Jesus Christ. I'll pull the video up in a minute. Switch over. If anyone wants to come up, I think I dropped the link. I don't know. I don't think I'm gonna read. Too lazy. It's Sunday, the Sabbath. Yeah, I know I said I was gonna come up, Max, if you're still here, but I don't know. Nothing against no one. I just didn't feel like I don't know, talking or doing much of anything. Trump practiced with the yeah, he did. Peace, Jen. If anyone had a wrench and they're gone, it's because people that haven't come in a while, I figured they ain't coming back because of all the bullshit that's going around. I figured, well, so no one did nothing wrong, as I said. I just figured a lot of people weren't coming back. That's how YouTube works, man. Let me see. Let me pull this video up. Damn, how should I do it? Should I share? Damn, maybe I'll just download it because I don't feel like battling cheap signal. Damn, pneumonia. I'm glad you're alright. Pneumonia is critical. See if I could find a small video of this and download it and just show it that way. Fox News, that's where I'll go. There's people making videos saying, that's the guy I want, Trump, man. That's crazy, man. Like, it's to a point where they've blurred the thin line between tech and reality to where people like I said, when I seen the signs behind them that said you're fired, you know, Trump Drop mentioned it. When I heard him mention it, I said, thank God I'm not the only one that seen that and thought that. It's almost like he was waiting to embrace that moment. Let me pull this video up. Here we are. This is perfect. Actually, I hope they're not talking over this the whole time. $1,500,000 views. There we go. Trumpity dump dump. They dumpity dump dump shots on Trump. I'm gonna put that in my rhyme. Dump on Trump. He was almost slumped. They kicked him in his rump. Huh. Shots were dumped at Trump. His ears saved his life because he was almost slumped. He has them bulletproof ears and shit. Iron ear Trump. Can't wrench us hair. I could unwrench. Whatever that meant. Many men. Shit. Let me see how long this book is anyway. No one comes up. Let me see. Fuck. Where did I pass the 2 at? Oh. Yeah, maybe I will read this part. Oh. Oops, my bad. I had a phone call from God. Told me to tell JG to get on the first train to Connecticut. What's up, Max? Sorry about that. I had a phone call. That's usually when everyone calls me up when I'm on the live stream.
Okay, doing good, thanks.
Yeah.
It's all set up. The whole thing.
That's what I'm thinking. I'm gonna play the short clip right now of it. Yeah, I won't get in trouble for this. It's fair use, right?
I've got Odyssey. I sent you an Odyssey video, so it'll be fine. If that's what you're playing.
Oh, that's what that was in the chat?
Yeah.
Okay.
That's the guy, the red-headed guy, telling the reporters that we were telling the police, we were telling the Secret Service, there he is, he's climbing up the building. And they went, huh? What? Huh? What? What? Where? What are you talking about?
Let me, yeah, I'm gonna see if I could download that one too.
And I have another video that I'm sharing right now that shows the shooter's position.
All right, good.
Where the people that saw him were.
Here we go.
And where Trump was. And none of it makes any fucking sense.
No, it don't, because you got all those people behind them. Would the bullet go in a M shape? Would it go up around the people and then down? That don't make sense.
Well, maybe he made the shot, but here we go. So here are the people over on the left-hand side here. They're all yelling at the cops and CIA and all that. There's the guy. They're pointing at this guy from here, going there. He's over there. Then they run around a woman on a horse with a flag, like they do during a war, to tell you what maneuvers to do. Right?
Huh.
Now, this building here where he was in red is right. You can see the line through the shot. That's where he was. That was where the body was found after they shot his head off. But right behind him, what do you see? There's another building that's 2 stories high. You tell me that they're not going to have anybody up there.
That's what I'm saying. That whole place should have been lit up with security.
And there's a water tower just off to the left here that they should have had people in positions in that could survey the entire area.
And then Drop also mentioned too the signs in the background that said "You're fired." I thought that was odd when I seen the video.
Oh, I didn't see that.
Yeah, there's a couple signs behind him that said "Fired, fired."
Wow.
And it looked like he was bracing for it too. The way he.
I think what he did is he practiced at the WWE to clip his ears with a razor.
That's a good point, Max, because he was just on, and he goes to UFC a lot too, which I think is also a show now. Yeah, Trump's big with the world wrestling. I remember when I was a child seeing them. If I'm not mistaken, or my teenage years, around 12, 13 years old, he was going there.
No, I don't even think one of those shots went anywhere near him.
You think they were shooting up in the air to make it sound real, at least?
Well, the first shot probably, and then the second shot they pumped into the crowd, second and third.
That's another thing. The shots, for it to be a rifle, they were too fast. They were like, bum, 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 bum. I thought rifles, you got a, if I'm not mistaken.
I'm not up on ballistics like that, so I don't know. But I can point out those things, that it's highly unlikely that man would be able to get up there. There were people screaming about it, pointing at him, and the police did nothing. The Secret Service did nothing. They're not covering this area in any way that makes any sense to begin with. They claim that there was somebody on the front side of that building, but not the back side of the roof. The pitch of that building is like about a 5-degree pitch. So no matter where you're standing on that building, you'll see the entire roof. These are not like Canadian homes with a 45-degree pitch. These are
Just want to say,
these roofs are almost practically flat.
people always have something sideways to say in the chat. If people don't like it here so much, why the fuck do they come?
I don't know. What are they saying?
But anyway,
We'll be coming up.
I think it's staged for sure.
Yeah.
There's a lot of probably everything else. Like Kimba said, another distraction.
Yeah. Mhm. Yeah, that's really all I had on it. Like, you know, we viewed it last night, which was kind of cool. Somebody saw a flag draped over a coffin. There was a lot of references to Moloch. Yeah, I have to look at those again today sometime. But just thought I'd share this part with you, anyways. A pretty good detailed image of what went on. Nobody ran after the gunshots. Interesting point. Yeah.
That's another thing that was odd. Every shooting I've ever seen or witnessed, people were running, ducking, crawling under cars, whatever they could to get away.
Yeah.
These people waited till Trump ducked down, and then everyone else ducked down. They didn't even know what was going on. They were like, what is that noise? What's up, Drop?
Cool. And is my mic cool?
Yeah.
Yeah, all that was fake.
Let's see.
The whole thing was fake. You can tell by the date on the 13th it was fake. You can tell how he grabbed his ear was fake. And you can tell if he grabbed his ear, where did that bullet go? That's the main question. If he got grazed, where did the bullet lodge? I didn't see nobody else act shot.
Here, watch this.
You know, that's a little bit of
Now the shots ring out.
Stay under here.
Sound like Drop had mentioned, it does sound like a paintball gun.
Does a little bit.
Yeah.
Sound like an airsoft. I don't know.
But
Hard
the
to
only
say.
person acting shot is Donald Trump. That's crazy, but all them shots, and it's only one person acting shot. Fake. People around shooting in that direction. Friendly fire is on. In case it's just one person and you missing it. But if it's 10 people and you shooting at the crowd,
Cold air, not here.
Off top.
As soon as I'm done, I'll
What's this one again?
So we had a party here all day. You can see behind us at the Brinkles Farm and Greenhouse here. We had a party, and we all decided, hey, you know, when we hear Trump up there, we're going to walk up
IG.
through the field, stand by the trees up there under the shade, and watch and listen to the rally. Right? We couldn't see him, but we could hear him. So we
Peace
walked up,
smoking,
and probably 5 to 7 minutes of Trump speaking. I'm estimating here. I have no idea. You know. But we noticed the guy crawling, bear crawling up the roof of the building beside us, 50 feet away from us. So we're standing there, you know, we're pointing at the guy crawling up the roof.
And he had a gun, right?
He had a rifle. We could clearly see him with a rifle. Absolutely. We're pointing at him. The police are down there running around on the ground. We're like, hey, man, there's a guy on the roof with a rifle. And the police were like, oh, what? You know, like they didn't know what was going on. We're like, hey, right here on the roof, we can see him from right here. We see him. You know, he's crawling. And Next thing you know, I'm thinking to myself, I'm like, why is Trump still speaking? Why have they not pulled him off the stage? I'm standing there pointing at him for, 2,
Who's
3
that
minutes.
dude from
Secret
the
Service is
Muppet
looking at
Babies?
us
That
from
his
the
hair
barn.
like that?
I'm pointing at that roof, just standing there like this.
I don't know.
And next thing you know, 5 shots ring out.
See if I can find him.
You're certain that the shots came from that guy on the roof?
100%. 100%.
And he was up there for a couple of minutes.
He was up
you
there.
You saw him up there for a couple of minutes.
Absolutely. At least 3 to 4 minutes.
And you were telling the police and the Secret Service.
We were telling the police. We were pointing at him for the Secret Service, who were looking at us from the top of the barn. They were looking at us the whole time when we were standing by that tree.
Could they see
binoculars?
Could they see him?
Probably not, because the roof, the way the slope went, he was behind where they could see. But why is there not Secret Service on all of these roofs here? I mean, this is not a big place.
Did you see, I mean, obviously everyone, when the shooting started, everyone was very panicked. Did you see what happened to him at all?
Oh yeah, they blew his head off.
Okay, sorry.
Secret Service blew his head off.
Okay, we just be careful because we don't quite know who's watching, but you're pretty sure they shot the guy?
Absolutely, 100%. Okay. Yep.
You saw that happen?
Yep. Okay. Yep.
And did you see them go up to him afterwards, or?
They crawled up on the roof. They had their guns pointed at him, make sure he was dead. He was dead, and that was it. It was over.
It's incredibly shocking.
The guy was on the roof, right there. You can see the
they
right roof, right there.
Did you get a look at him? Did you?
No, other than he was in muted colors, tan type clothing. We saw the rifle flinging around as he was trying to crawl. I mean, we saw the rifle, 100%.
Do you know about guns? Do you know what kind of weapon it was?
Oh, I absolutely know about guns, for sure. No, I mean, it was a rifle of some sort. I wouldn't know, I wasn't close enough to read the label on it, but it was a rifle of some sort. Yeah, absolutely.
So how do you process what you've just seen?
I don't know what to say, man. I'll tell you is, if I walked up close to there with anything that Secret Service considered a problem, I wouldn't be.
There's the water tower in the back too.
But I don't know why a guy
right there
standing there.
There's a water tower right there.
Pointing out the police and the Secret Service is crawling up the roof.
Trying to get Cage to come over. He's got some good videos on this. So yeah, and after that's not the full interview. I don't have the copy of that. But after that, he talks about a woman riding around on a horse with a flag. And they don't really mention anything of it, But like I say, during war, you use flagmen to signal when operations are starting, when they're done, all that kind of stuff. So they probably used a flagman, because that was going on at the exact same time. Hi, Eds. Oh, did we lose Charles? Looks like we did. Let me see if I can find full interview. Oh, there we go. I found the video. Let's find that red-headed dude. Cage has got this stuff lined up much better for
you. Sorry about that.
There we go.
I had to get this picture because the guy you were showing, this picture right here looks just like him, and it was Skeeter, Beaker from the Muppet Babies.
Oh, okay, yeah.
He looks just like him.
Okay, gotcha.
This guy right here.
Let me share this.
He looks just like Beaker. This guy right here. Whoop.
Okay, let's see if this is the full.
So we had a party here all day. You can see behind us at the Brinkles farm.
Oh, interesting. Here, more of the barns and set up outside. I do see someone in the comments here saying There's a video on X of the killer being dragged out of the crowd. We don't think that's the killer. We actually think that was a victim who was shot. Joe Biden just released a statement. We're grateful to hear Trump is safe. No place for this kind of violence. Must be united as one nation and condemn the violence. Okay, but let's go back to this story right here.
Farming greenhouse here. We had a party. And we all decided, hey, you know, when we hear Trump up there, we're going to walk up through the field, stand by the trees up there under the shade, and watch and listen to the rally, right? We couldn't see him, but we could hear him. So we walked up, and probably 5 to 7 minutes of Trump speaking. I'm estimating here. I have no idea, you know. But we noticed a guy crawling, bear crawling up the roof of the building beside us, 50 feet away from us. So we're standing there, and, you know, we're pointing at the guy crawling up the roof.
And he had a gun, right?
He had a rifle. We can clearly see him with a rifle.
There it is.
Absolutely. We're pointing at him. The police are down there running around on the ground. We're like, hey, man, there's a guy on the roof with a rifle. And the police were like, huh, what? You know, like they didn't know what was going on. You know, we're like, hey, right here on the roof. We can see him from right here. We see him. You know, he's crawling. And next thing you know, I'm thinking to myself, I'm like, why is Trump still speaking? Why have they not pulled him off the stage? I'm standing there pointing at him for, 2 or 3 minutes. Secret Service is looking at us from the top of the barn. I'm pointing at that roof, just standing there like this.
That's why the Secret Service was so fast. I was wondering how the counter snipers were able to react so quickly. But what a failure. I mean, if it's like, even if it was 1 minute and somebody's like, there's a guy with a gun, get Trump off the freaking stage and investigate it. Like, all it takes is the officers, hey, reports of a guy with rifle climbing up onto a structure and like prevent this. Jesus, what a failure.
And next thing you know, 5 shots rang out.
So you're certain that the shots came from that guy on the roof?
100%. 100%.
And he was up there for a couple of minutes.
He was up there.
You saw him up there for a couple of minutes.
Absolutely. At least 3 to 4 minutes.
And you were telling the police and the Secret Service?
We were telling the police. We were pointing at them for the Secret Service, who were looking at us from the top of the barn. They were looking at us the whole time when we were standing by that tree.
Could they see
binoculars?
Could they see him?
Probably not, because the roof, the way that the slope went, he was behind where they could see. But why is there not Secret Service on all of these roofs here?
Yes.
I mean, this is not a big place.
Did you see, I mean, obviously everyone, when the shooting started, everyone was very panicked. Did you see what happened to him at all?
Oh, yeah, they blew his head off.
Okay, sorry.
Secret Service blew his head off.
Okay, just be careful because we don't quite know who's watching, but you're pretty sure they shot the guy?
Absolutely, 100%.
Okay.
Yep.
You saw that happen?
Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
And did you see them go up to him afterwards, or?
They crawled up on the roof. They had their guns pointed at him, make sure he was dead. He was dead, and that was it. It was over.
It's incredibly shocking.
The guy was on the roof right there. You can see the white roof right there.
Did you get a look at him? Could you?
No, other than he was in muted colors, tan type clothing. We saw the rifle flinging around as he was trying to crawl. I mean, we saw the rifle.
Dude, I love that this guy has not put his beer down.
100%.
Do you know about guns? Do you know what kind of weapon it was?
Oh, I absolutely know about guns, for sure. No, I mean, it's a rifle of some sort. I wouldn't know, I wasn't close enough to read the label on it, but it was a rifle of some sort. Yeah, absolutely.
So how do you process what you've just seen?
I don't know what to say, man. I'll tell you is, if I walked up close to there with anything that Secret Service considered a problem, I wouldn't be standing here talking to you right now. But I don't know why a guy who we're standing there pointing out to police and Secret Service is crawling up the roof.
Are you outside the security perimeter?
Yes, right there by that tree. We were outside the security perimeter. But my question is, there's only a few buildings around here. Why is Secret Service not on every building here?
Well, there's a whole bunch of questions I think that are going to come.
There's a whole bunch of questions.
Yeah.
Trump fight on the horse.
I like the guy's shirt. Stick City.
Yes, she was right in front of me. She kept going back and forth right in front of me. Yes.
Tell us about her.
I mean, nice horse, nice lady running with a flag. Seemed very, patriotic.
But what's the significance of that?
No, he asked me if I saw a horse.
Okay. All right. Well, listen, I'm sorry.
Hey, Candy. Yeah, thanks for playing these, Max, because it kind of helps me out. I don't got to deal with the stupid hotspot.
Yeah, this guy's saying here that there was a lady running back and forth in front of him, like in between him and the shooter, I would assume, with a flag, back and forth. Why? As a distraction or as a signal? Which is it? I don't know. Could be both, but
You had to witness that. That was a terrible thing. And stay safe with your family.
There, finally, they're rotating. Okay, see, there's the building. That's what I've been waiting for, was for them to freaking rotate the camera. Good lord. So it's tough to tell. It seems like the interview's being held over here, but it's also very difficult to get to the exact bottom of it. I see a road, I see a yellow line, I see that shack. So let's try to identify here. We've got flags. The flags might not be.
So what do you think of the horse? The whole thing, the whole scene's kind of messed up.
Peace, Misael.
It looks fake as hell. If you're anyone that's at an awareness level, it took me about a total of 20 seconds to watch it to realize it's fake. It's set up.
Yeah.
Period. When a gun goes off, people are running. You're running. You ain't waiting around for someone to do nothing. Then he grabs his ear. He looks like he purposely fell. 3 idiots jump on top of him. Now you have a man in the front with a gun, like looking down in the crowd. That area would have already been sealed, contained. People would have been running, screaming. And the people in the back even stood up after that. Like, I want to see what's going on. It was all staged. And the thing is, people are going to be talking about this forever and a day. And you know what that's doing? You know what that's doing for him and all the other people we keep complaining about? It's making them more money. That's what gets me. It's making them more money. When we sit here and show it, we are literally doing advertising. And when I know that, why would we want to do that? Why would we want to make them richer? This makes them richer. Do people not get that? This makes them richer. They're making money off this. People running around buying it, advertising it. We just played into their hands.
I don't see it that way. But
I'm just saying, you don't, Max. Look how much we're advertising it, though.
Oh, I'm going to broadcast this everywhere, but not the
Yeah. I just wanted to laugh at it, cause
magazines. Okay. Ever since it happened, I literally have not had 5, and I'm not even going to news outlets or nothing. Since this happened, I literally had everyone around me bringing it up and talking about it, buying this, going here, watching this.
I wonder if it's
people were saying Trump power downtown Hartford. Yeah. There's a bunch
they just raised
to solidify Trump as the president.
Yeah, well, that too. But they just made a lot more money off of us broke people already. We're trying to buy food. It's like, oh, man.
Yeah, my bad, JG. I was trying to time out this other guy there, but I accidentally, you guys are next to each other. But anyway, this whole situation, that guy,
though, we've got a road.
You can't tell me that guy don't look like Beaker, man. The guy you're interviewing, that's funny.
Yeah, he might have had a moment of the black-eyed thing, where the eyeballs all turn black.
Road with the yellow line here. We've got that yellow-ish building. Here are the white roofed buildings next to rounded red roofs. Okay, so to the right of the rounded red roofs. Oh, boy. That's tough. Where's the road with the yellow? Oh, here. This is the only road with the yellow. And
this is good investigation by this guy, at least.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
I mean, this one's called Main Street. You would think Main Street would have. Oh, this part has a picture here. Video, street view. No, that's not. See, here are these yellowish buildings, right? And this is not a yellow lined road, though. It seems like only this area is. Yeah, this is very clearly yellow lined, far away. That's pretty busy. Oh, here's another yellow. Butler Farm Show.
Yeah, that's where it looks like he held his rally.
I saw that go on, and then I looked down. I saw that the man, had died in the bleachers. It was just complete pandemonium. Like there was a bit of a delay. Like there was a lot of confusion, but immediately, it seemed like more gunfire erupted. I couldn't figure out where that was coming from, and then, there was a state policeman there. I believe a SWAT team, showed up relatively quickly.
Where
They
is
jumped
his
to the side.
beer?
There was a fence, it was next to the bleachers.
Huh?
I'm sorry, Charles. I didn't mean to stop the movie.
Yeah. Say it,
That's what it is, a movie. I like that. So I'm going to start calling this stuff movies.
They are entertainment.
Yeah.
Da, 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 da. Oh my goodness.
They jumped
What,
the
he had a
bleachers and started
beer?
clearing the bleachers. And then I helped carry the body.
Beaker
put the
had a
man down
beer.
Oh.
Beaker guy.
bleachers, and I took him to a
So,
tent
yeah.
behind the.
Go ahead, G-Sharp.
Oh, anyway, I was just joking. Yeah. It's clearly another Sandy Hook to me. Just a setup to make him look better for some reason. Strong. So when we go to war, because he's probably going to be the next one. I don't know.
Yeah.
Right? Maybe another more reason for them to go vote for him. Look, he actually got shot and jeopardized his life. People, vote for him. Yep.
That's what people are saying. That people are going to definitely vote for him now.
Yeah.
Which,
it's going to push a lot of people towards them.
who else is there to vote for, right? I don't know anyone else running.
That's true. Now we got other options. Did they give us any better options yet? No.
I'm kidding.
No better options?
Nope.
The orange
I don't even know anyone else running. Except
You're right, though. It's coming down to the one option.
Yeah.
Basically.
Yeah.
I thought Obama's wife was going to run. It was looking that grim for the Democrats that they were going to put her in or him or whatever.
That's funny. Okay.
There you go, Joe King. That's the setup. The shooter was on the building here. These people that were pointing were over here on the left. And Trump was over here where the T was. They were covering the front of this building, in the front here. So they didn't see this guy. They were not on the building that's 2 stories behind him, where they would have seen him. So, doesn't seem like a normal setup. Right, this thing is blowing baloney. Yeah. Yeah, and there's a water tower just off to the left, or the right, that they over here, that they would have had a person in, who would have seen some dude crawling on a building.
Well, the choreography of this has just been done perfectly because the majority out there we know are buying it.
Well, that's why we got to get out there.
Yeah.
Start making content.
I was telling my roommate it's fake. My roommate says, "You think everything's fake?" I'm like, "Yeah, pretty much."
Yeah. I work from that angle now, and now you have to prove to me that it's real.
Yeah.
I don't buy it a lot of stuff these days.
Yeah, this has got so many holes in it. Like maybe just on a mass scale. You know, every person in there totally inept. Even the coverage of the place that they go into 2 days before, clear it all out and make sure that nobody goes near that area for 2 days. They have perimeter guards that watch for people coming in. Yeah, none of this really makes much sense. All right, we'll play a little more of this.
Faked. I'm sure there's some errors here as well. But if you wanted to share this, just follow me at RealMeatKevin on X, and you could retweet this. You're also welcome. Just take a screenshot of it if you want. Go draw your own. I don't really care. I just want people to have the most information possible. But this is a very sad day in American history. I want to talk a little bit about what I think the impacts of this are going to be. I think this helps the Donald Trump campaign. Now, I'm not trying to be insensitive to the idea that Donald Trump was just nearly killed. I'm not trying to, look at this about, think about donations or votes or whatever. But let's be clear.
The donations are
when there's an attempted assassination on your candidate that you are supporting, you become more supportive of that candidate. I suspect that people who maybe weren't going to get out on election night because they thought their vote didn't matter, I think now are going to want even more so to be a part of history and vote for their candidate that almost got assassinated. I think there are also people who might not have voted at all that decide, I'm going to go vote. I also think that donations are going to rapidly increase for the Trump campaign. And you actually see
there it is.
predicted data here.
Right.
Suggesting Donald Trump has increased about 7 percentage points after the shooting in odds of winning the election, with Kamala and Biden going down. There are also some rumors that maybe teleprompter glass scratched Donald Trump and led to some bleeding. I don't think that's true. Based on the video here, where Donald Trump cheers fist up, I could clearly see the teleprompter on the left and right. In pretty clearly.
Probably a tiny razor. I don't know how they do it in the WWE. They use a little razor that they keep in their sleeve or somewhere on their body. They pull it out, give themselves a little nick, and you can do it.
Used to do it a lot.
You put it between your fingers so your hand is flat, not like you're holding something. You just don't use your thumb, and you just hold it over your body and swipe it.
Put together condition. Obviously, there are. Donald Trump was just released from the hospital. Just got that update just moments ago. There are also very dramatic photos that are now circulating of Donald Trump being led off of the stage. Here's one that was shared by Tucker Carlson.
He almost did a little Hitler thing. He almost did a Hitler thing.
Oh yeah, and there's the Illuminati cards too. There's one of them that looks like Trump with a swipe on the side of his face.
Yes, I have that, and it's queued up if you want to look at it.
Oh,
yeah,
see?
Absolutely. Yes.
Okay.
Let me do that.
And then there's the card, the charismatic leader, that also looks like Trump.
Yeah, there we are.
We're busting the case in a day. I'm proud.
Yeah, I was gonna pull it up, but yeah, that's awesome. It does look like Trump.
Yeah, this takes us into conspiracy theory, woo-woo territory, but hey, there's also the Simpsons episodes with Trump in a coffin, Trump coming down the escalator.
Well, if you notice the writing on the card, at any time, at any place, our snipers can drop you, have a nice day.
Right, exactly.
Wow, what's the chances of that, man?
I know, this card game was created in the early 90s and then went out of circulation.
I wonder why.
Right.
I don't even
They're getting
remember
ready.
it coming out. And the crazy part is all them cards damn near fell into place, all of them. So and people be like, that's a coincidence. all the cards actually happened, I think, right? Almost all of them.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah, they
they're
all are.
all rolling out. They really
Yep.
are.
One
Now,
by
look,
one.
look at the charismatic leader. If you could pull that one up, Keith.
The charismatic figure.
Charismatic leader.
Oh, okay. Hold on. I'm going to take this down. Bing.
Smoking and G Shark. Chris said your voice is soothing.
Oh, thank you. It's all due to the cannabis I'm smoking right now. I'll advertise my thing here today. I'm smoking frosted donuts.
Oh.
Yeah, it's putting me in a donut mood. Okay, hold on. I'll be back.
Man, I smoked some herb yesterday. Man, I couldn't even read. I was tore up. I took the live down because that guy was I didn't want to leave his he was going in on his personal life. Peace, London. And I didn't want to leave it up because I know people would have it was probably too late anyway, man. But you didn't see yesterday's Kimba?
No, I was busy all day.
I'm glad you didn't. I kind of feel bad for that dude if it's true.
Well, you opened up about your own story on a stream and you're aware of it. Well, right? You're aware of it. I mean, but no, that was nice of you, Charles. But yeah.
I mean, I could re-upload it.
I mean, that's nice of you, but I'm just saying, if you're on a platform and it's worldwide, you're sharing. Well, it's, that's the thing. You can't worry about what other people are watching and doing with your stuff because people want to do that all over the place. Can't worry about it. Yeah.
That's right. Max was here yesterday. That guy was saying some wild stuff, man. When he said it, I was like, what? I don't know what made him bring that up either.
Hey, Charles, I have the card ready.
Okay.
I'm sorry it's as blurry. It's
Charismatic leader.
Yeah.
And of course he's got yellow hair of any color, right?
Yeah.
White power. That's what they say yellow hair means, but
Orange man bad.
Looks like Eminem.
Could be. Oh. Anyway, I'm going to take it down. There.
That was a good video, Max.
Yeah. I was hoping you'd put it back up. I want to look at the...
Yeah, I was going to put it back, but Max took the share down.
Yeah, I can put it back up.
I like the fact that it shows, the aerial view, and it's marked off. Like JG said, he said, where'd it go?
There you go, I'm sharing.
Fucking JG, get yourself an egg roll.
Yeah, we got to get to other channels and spread this.
I don't want you $2, bro. You can keep it.
I got the share screen on, Charles, if you want. There you go.
Oh, and look at all of the photo opportunities here.
Exactly.
Oh, look at that one. That was beautiful.
That's what I'm saying. There's a lot of money to be made, my friends.
I started thinking about an egg roll and forgot what I was. JG said the local security camera got the kid on film. I would love to see that, man.
Maybe. Oh, and he already sent the $2. Okay. Yeah.
Probably got him being escorted up to the building. It's that bad. Yeah, here's the, again, where's that?
It's a pretty bad acting job, I would have to say. I had to say, out of all the ones I've seen, like recently, since I've been aware, this one is pretty bad.
Yeah. This one was
version. It's from a slightly different angle. The example I gave showed the buildings on the left, so you have to sort of rotate your mind about 90 degrees here. This is the wrong building, by the way. This is the incorrect picture. So I know this picture I expect to be wrong. This being this building. Yes, this could be this building. That's fair. But the shooter, I agree, the shooter was in this position. About 125-ish meters is the expectation.
With that low caliber
Trump's
junk,
approximate
made it that
location,
far?
and then where the Secret Service snipers were. That roughly aligns. I think I'm in agreement with this. Roughly aligns with what we drew with my chicken scratch, which again you could retweet here if you'd like. This was the phone video we saw showing the building here. I think the image they showed was here, like a street view image, because I was looking at Google Street View of this as well. But the actual shooter's building is blocked by that. Secret Service snipers up here. Trump stands where the victim was, with again that angle of the shot. Very, very dramatic day. It's an assault on American democracy, and I suppose I would be
very
myself
rich
if I
day.
didn't mention that if you're ever motivated to get the same life insurance that Lauren and I have, just go to metkevin.com/life. It's a paid partner of the channel. It's affiliate. metkevin.com/life. You can sign up in as little as 5 minutes for life insurance. You can Apple Pay or Android.
All guys here. All guys here. Get ready. We ready? Are we good? Shooters down. Are we good to move? We're clear. We're clear.
It's also a good opportunity to train us to be used to a lot of weapons now around us.
Let me get my shoes. Hold on, your head is bloody. So we gotta move to the class. Watch out.
That's what I think this incident is going to be used for.
Many more laws are going to be brought in. Many more.
Oh, you're right, Kimba, and I'm worn out.
Many, exactly. Many more. That's why I'm over here like, really, we don't need no more. Yeah.
Here we go.
Just like they use every other incident, the September one, the education department ones. Like,
don't let those crises go to waste.
Yeah, I thought when I seen this, I said, we're screwed now because it's a president, a so-called president involved. They're going to implement some serious laws now.
I'm looking for. I want to see a video up close of it and see if he clips his ear. If he
I want to see
all he has to do is make a small swipe. And
the ear bleeds a lot too.
Oh yeah, you get a lot of blood. Yeah.
Because I remember putting someone in a headlock and my watch cut the ear, and I thought I ripped their ear off. That's how much blood was coming out.
Phone and stage there, because now the first goal is to protect Trump as they rush to the stage. You can see that played from this angle. The first goal is to protect him physically. The second goal is then to extract him from the situation. But this is absolutely insane. This is a massive failure by the Secret Service. Again, Trump is okay. My assumption is that this is somebody who really tried to take a long-range shot here with a handgun, which is why, fortunately, Trump was just grazed here. It doesn't look like there was an actual, again, he's walking on his own here. You can see that in this shot here. He's walking on his own. He's able to pump his fists. He knows he's okay. But my guess is somebody was probably, and this is just my speculation, but somebody was probably in the neighborhood of, 100 to 150 yards away. That's a pretty hard shot. You know, concealed carry training will take you out to 40, 45 yards, 100 yards. This might have even been more. I don't think it was this would have been a rifle, because if it was a rifle, they probably wouldn't have missed. Handgun, along with the... I'm also just surprised that nobody were immediately behind the president was hit. That's somewhat surprising. So it looks like it must have come from, you know, from our perspective, looking at Trump from the back left is what it looks like. So from where that one Secret Service agent just sort of ran up, in that backside, this was a pretty far... I think I see or have seen footage on this, even been more. I don't think it was this would have been a rifle, because if it was a rifle, they probably wouldn't have missed. Handgun, along with the...
yeah. Okay, I'm going to slow it down.
I was watching, damn, did my voice sound bad earlier? It was on a different setting. I was wondering why no one could hear me that good. But, somebody, I was watching, what's his name? He said you could see smoke in the back of the people. Like in the back of Trump, I don't see no smoke.
No, me neither. So there's where he grabs his ear.
Yeah, I don't see it.
Of it.
I don't see a bullet. I don't see anything flying by.
Yeah, I saw an image where somebody captured apparently what was a bullet flying by. I kind of joked. Could have been a tiny UFO and they're invading us, right? So, let's see. No clear image of the hand. Oops.
He did hours and hours of practicing for this. He went to WWE training.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah, this crisis acting is getting pretty good, you know.
Yeah, they're getting better at it, yeah.
Yeah, almost Hollywood quality, pretty much.
And everyone falls for it. Ric Flair style.
Yeah, I wonder about the guy, the shooter. Now, apparently he's dead. Do you think they really just offed him after, you know?
They had to say he was dead because it's all fake.
Yeah, they can't have him interrogated. Are you kidding? No, but do they really off these guys, or do they just send them off to some Caribbean island for the rest of their life or something?
Well, it depends. Like, I think if it was like someone from another country, they would probably interrogate them to the fullest, beat them and torture them. Who knows? I don't know. I think they wouldn't kill them unless they really had to. I think they would love to torture them. Shit, I wouldn't be surprised.
You know, in chat, someone said that the people in the background are a part of it too. You know what's interesting is they all just ducked down. They didn't run. Most people, man, the minute something like this happens, they just run.
That's a good point.
Chaos, but they just duck down like, you know, we're a good crowd. We're not going to move. That's odd.
People want to check Hurricane JW. Said he did a breakdown of it too on his channel. He dropped a link. Yeah, I thought about that too, Smoking and G-Sharp. I said, man, you know, what if the whole background was involved? Like they are like sit-ins or crisis actors that got paid for that back row. It's like a special seating. I wouldn't doubt it.
You have to wonder that too, right? Because I was mentioning to my wife about Ashley Babbitt, how she showed up in the crowd and then sunk down like a like a seal going underwater and then was never seen again. The Columbia crash people, you know, all these crisis actors that we find, you know, just living their lives, you know, after, like years after.
Yeah, and these days it's very probable a lot of these people are told to do things, and then afterward they have a way of erasing their memory. You know, just like they don't remember that they were participating in something. I don't know. I'm just I'm MK Ultra this, but
sit down. You know, if they can get you to sit down, and they can trigger that memory. Well, they generally now they record most of what we're thinking, but back during the Columbia or that, they could sit you down and probe you until they could trigger that memory and then erase it and replace it.
yeah, see, no one moved. That's very, very odd out of that crowd. But no one said, "Let me get out of here."
Falling over each other.
Yeah. Concerts. Look at rock concerts.
Yep. I was watching Bro Sanchez yesterday, and Citizen Man had said that Hurricane's a W. He said that something about Biden was saying something, and probably put a hit out on him. And these people are all one behind closed doors. They got us divided like.
They do. They've got us divided like cattle going to slaughter. You know, you in the left shoot, you in the right shoot, you in the left shoot, you in the right shoot. Yep.
Yeah, they even preempted it with the presidential immunity. So why don't we just shoot Trump? Why don't we just shoot Trump, right? Have you guys seen those videos of the leftists saying that now that we have presidential immunity, why doesn't Biden just have Trump killed?
They got the left and the right marching to the beat of the government like the military. Left, right, left. Huh.
Yep. Every 4 years we switch to the left foot, then the right foot.
Yeah, and the same body, just 2 different feet of the same body.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's getting old here. I don't know about you guys, but I just don't want to go around for another 4-year loop.
Yeah.
Was he hit? What is going on? All the while, they are.
I just was going to say politics turned into a Hollywood movie, or it probably has always been that.
Yep.
Probably.
They're all actors.
Yeah, it's very much a Hollywood kind of production. Like all those crisis actors or people in the back, or people that got shot could have had squibs on them. That guy could have been firing blanks, and it was completely staged.
Right? Yeah. Could be rubber bullets, anything. That's the funny thing.
Yeah. We'll just fire blanks. Trump cuts his ear. And then after that, the people in the back row, because they had lots of time, there was all the Secret Service running around. You really couldn't see anything.
Right.
And
because I mean, you get shot.
Squib, oh, I've been shot. There you go. I hit my squib.
And he jumps right up and goes like this after, like, hey, they can't take me down. You're more like, get me to the hospital. What's going on over here?
I know. Yeah, no, I'm Superman.
He was like, hell.
Seriously.
I want to see the H word. I want to see the H word. Because the way he did it, he was like, I was like, damn, that's what shit. Right in your face. He's like,
yeah.
Give me the hospital.
What do you think they're trying to accomplish? That is and what are they hiding? What happened at this moment somewhere else? Just wonder.
I think it's the uniparty. So, trying to show us, no, look, we're left and right. No, we're different.
Right? Look, I've been shot.
We're going to try to kill each other because we're so different.
Right. Oh, there we go. Okay, Max. Yeah, we're so we were going to try to kill each other. Oh, that does further that does push people to Trump more. Oh, look, he almost died. Oh no, feel sorry for him. Shit.
The uniparty.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's a criminal.
Yeah.
He's just been shot. He fits right in with America right now.
Right.
It's just crazy.
Yeah, it's to keep us believing. You have to believe in the system, right? This is so convincing, right? Come on. You gotta believe.
Hey,
yeah. Why is Trump so animated with his hands, like he's directing traffic? He loves throwing a symbol too.
Oh, like he's leading an orchestra, right? I know.
Well, he's got lots of picks to make, right? He wants every pick of them to be with his arm raised in triumph. They have to catch that right shot.
Yeah, it's too bad they don't get people that are from the bottom of the pyramid that truly work hard to be president. It's always these people that are rich and in the family.
Yep.
Well, yeah, they price getting to this level out of range of you or me, first of all.
Always. Yeah,
right?
We don't get.
We can't get there. And then they pick from within their own, right? And they keep you out of the higher positions.
Here we go. Right.
See, where are the shot people? I don't see anybody in the background unless they're far off to the right there, looking after anybody in the crowd, which is
exactly. The crowd's not even moving. They all stayed in their seats.
Reacting to anybody.
Faithfully.
Yes, and they've all been shot at.
They all would have been like, scatter. We don't care who you are. Get out of our way. Scatter. And they all just sat. They went down for a minute, and they popped back up. What's going on?
Yeah, that's fishy.
There would be a crowd of people dealing with a shot person.
Yeah.
Like not just
something.
Trump,
But there's a doctor who claimed he did a CPR on one of the dying people or something. Yep.
Where was he?
Oh.
I don't remember
I didn't
now.
see him.
He's in the daily. Yeah, I didn't. Yeah, none of that. No movement. Like, oh my God, someone's been shot. Nothing. They just sit there.
Were 2 people shot, right? So there should have been crowds of people helping and aiding 2 people. They were all just sitting back in the seats. I never watched.
Yep.
Hey, Dean, good to see you, bro. Hurricane JW said, black people in my community going to call him Tupac and 50 Cent.
That's great. Right on.
And I've been over here thinking, okay, we know something is gonna come, right? We know what. I'm over here like, what could it be? What could it be? I can't believe it didn't even dawn on me that the president. Hello. What's the biggest thing to get everyone to stop in the tracks and be like, oh no.
Oh, what if they do a retaliatory? What if they do a retaliation shooting on Biden?
Oh.
And they try and start civil war.
Right.
Well, the Democratic Party would be relieved. Then it's done.
we could all realize.
Yeah, but it'd be a good rally point, right? Even if he's a lame duck president, doesn't really matter. If these people are told their marching orders are, we're retaliating for our leader's death, the mindless drones will do it.
I was waiting for like a collision, a blow up, a school shoot, the other events. But with the president, I was like, yeah, okay, there you go. Now you got everyone's attention. Everyone, literally.
Oh yeah, subliminal.
No matter who you are.
Yeah.
Yep. No matter who you are.
Yeah, as I noticed that too, man. And I said, man, is that some sort of a predictive programming or something?
Mm-hmm.
Trump got street cred, Joe King says.
Yeah. It's crazy. Yeah, what are they setting us up for? Oh my gosh.
Yeah, take away the guns, civil war, do a retaliation shooting.
Yeah.
Stage of retaliation.
I like that woman right there.
They have to get Joe to actually appear in public.
I was going to say, it sounds like the Wild Wild West up in here. The Wild Wild West going down in America.
Yeah.
Why not?
Right?
Right.
One got shot, they were waiting the other one. Pull out your gun. Get down the street and have a
Hatfields
talk.
and McCoys, right?
I'll be your Huckleberry.
God.
Come on, guys, believe in the paradigm. Believe in the left-right paradigm. Come on, believe in it. Look at how convincing it is.
One almost died, so let's take cover for that one.
Yeah, he razored his ear. He almost died.
Yeah.
He got a razor cut.
He got a nick.
Hey, Dean.
Get your guns
How's
out.
it going?
Go to war.
Hey, Chuck. I'll keep your voice down because Maureen's still asleep.
Oh, hey, Dean. How you doing?
Hey.
You seeing the news, Dean? What are they saying over there in New Zealand?
I don't watch the news.
Somebody, Mike Tyson jumped out of the stands and bit him in the ear.
Yeah.
But by the looks of it, you have a bit of a problem with old Trumpy.
Oh, yeah.
All right. One ear wasn't enough, my friend. There had to be two.
I just as soon as you guys said, you know, like I could see the all the what do you call them? Defenders at Trump's men. Security.
Yeah.
All charging round, and I thought to myself, well, I wonder did he pull the gun out or something because nobody else seemed to be moving, you know.
I do see these people down here underneath this guard's arm. They're kind of reacting to something. There's a girl or a woman holding her face. That could be where the other crisis actors or the bullets went, if there were bullets shot. Can you see that? Just beside the Trump sign. Let's see if I can increase the...
Where's that, Max? How are you, Max?
Doing good, you know. How are you?
I have to get my magnifying glass out. Where's my magnifying glass?
Glass? Hell, get your popcorn, Dean.
They're not reacting to anything. No, they're just reacting to Trump.
Exactly. I've never seen an audience stand so still during a shooting.
Just sitting, you know.
Yep.
Oh, we're fine. Don't worry about it. We'll be fine.
We're good. They only want the president.
I mean, they can't have heard the shots. There's nobody heard a shot. I mean, you'd know.
Well, one thing they caught rather well is a lot of the audience pulled out their cell phones to start videotaping.
400 meters away. 400 meters?
Oh, well, I mean, it's got to be a staged acted.
Yeah.
Well, everything's a staged
Low caliber. I mean, they were shooting BBs or something. I mean,
well, they don't even have to have shot anything. They could have just used blanks. Trump clips his ear.
Exactly, Max.
The crisis actors hit their squibs, and boom, you got two people down and Trump bleeding from the ear. Yeah, I swear he probably spent months practicing clipping his ear.
yeah, because Joe Biden. Let's say Joe Biden did right. Hey, for a hitman. What did he have? $10? Because that hitman was trash.
You know, you weren't here earlier, Dean, but we showed this guy. I'll show you. This redheaded guy saying, we were telling the police there's a guy on the roof. There's a guy on the roof. We were telling the police and the CIA, and they were going, what?
Yeah.
Huh? What? Huh? And then they ran a woman with a horse back and forth in between these people and the shooter as a distraction or as a sign, you know, it's on, the game is on, do the operation.
So who was standing behind Trump in the you know, before the security guards all jumped around him because he'd got nicked on the ear? That means somebody behind him had to have worn the whole thing, right?
Why is it doing that?
Yeah, you're really roboting on us. Here. So, watch. We pull on. We'll slow it down.
All right. Yeah, that. Yeah.
Clips his
There's
ear.
a lady with a
Look
red
at that.
cap and long hair
Oh,
behind her.
delayed reaction. Delayed reaction. Slowly, let's go down, hit the floor. Remember, we've just been hit.
Everyone's looking like, what's going on?
That's a delayed reaction. I'm sorry.
Yeah. Bad actors in the background.
Yeah.
They're all standing up there. They've been hitting the floor, running. Period.
That's my theory.
I don't care who you are. You're gonna hit the floor or you're gonna run. And if not, you're stupid. And you, let me go back. Let me.
Smoking G Sharp made a good point. I'm
Amen,
starting to
Kimba.
think they're all paid for.
Yeah. Oh, this is crisis actors at their best. Don't
Right,
move.
Look at
They're
the
like, let me
lady with the
see.
red cap.
Where's the
Look at the
sorter,
lady
right?
with the.
Right? What's going on? Let's look around. Let's all get up and look around.
Yeah. Get your video camera out.
Yeah. We may get hit, but hey, let's go record it.
We're gonna
Yeah,
take
the
a
lady with
picture.
the red cap was the only one that reacted kind of normally.
Where is this lady?
Hold on, we'll go back.
She gets
There's a
paid
lot
the
of red
highest.
cap. It was,
She gets paid
imagine
the highest amount.
you tell the police it was someone with a red cap. The police would be stopping all
Which
the red
side's the?
cap.
Look at his face, guys. Look at his face.
I
Which
know
ear
the
was it?
paint. The paint job. It looks like the right one. Yep, it's the right one.
Yes.
Watch. It's the right.
The lady with the red cap.
The long blonde hair. She was smiling.
You smiling.
Look at the
She
little
was,
kid
she
in the
was.
background. Looks like baby Trump. Ow, my
It's
hair got
Yeah.
a mosquito bit me.
The one in the blue hat. Watch the one in the turquoise hat. Look, she's like, oh, I might squat. No, let me get back up. Let's see what everyone else is doing. See? She's like, I'm looking at everyone else. What, you're squatting? I'm a squat. No, I'm going to get up. Wait a minute. What are we doing? Look at her. Come on.
Oh,
They're all constipated.
Right? What do we do here, people? I missed the
Oh,
crisis
dear.
acting class. I'm so sorry. I missed it. What are we doing?
Yeah, it's terrible, man.
Yeah, you're right, because there was no Secret Service on stage with him.
Right?
all.
None.
None.
They had
Well-
that place surrounded, locked up, secluded. You got Trump out there during these difficult times. They would have him everywhere. It would be a whole come up before that, you know, because his life is in jeopardy at all times.
But look at America. We're the only country that has the stupid word United in front of it, right? The United States Corporation, but we're the most divided. We're the only country that has a new leader every 4 years. That's why they were so, it's bullshit.
It is.
Every 4 years, you got to put a new person in place. That's why our country's all screwed up.
Yeah. And
well,
divided.
you can actually tell all the countries together in that way because our country has an election every 4 years. So does Australia. Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, we're about the
Yeah.
same. We call elections all the time in Canada.
Oh, I forgot about
We
Canada.
all fall under the same fucking, yeah.
Yeah, we could have an election next month in Canada. That's
Because look at Russia.
That can happen to us too.
How long has Putin been in there? Since I was freaking a teenager, I think. He's been in there like 30 years.
That's a totally different bloody ball game over there. they just know they're ruled under one person. That's it.
You're roboting a little bit, Dean. Let me see if I can fix that for you. Maybe it's alright. It shouldn't do it. I want to see that guy again.
I've got my heads.
That he looked like this guy right here, Skeeter.
Beaker.
Or Beaker. Sorry, I don't know why I keep
I was
saying
thinking
Skeeter.
of animal. Yeah, I was thinking of animal. Beaker sounds better.
Yeah, Beaker. I love Beaker. And Professor Renown.
Yeah, the guy they were interviewing had orange hair which is the sign they say for Masonic. Orange is 33 and Gematria Calculator. And I was gonna look up assassination and a few other words to see, and that Joe, you're fired. I mean, even in a gematria, you can. What people fail to understand is you could keep adding letters and words to get the number you want at some, to some point. But
yeah, no, absolutely. You can rig the statistics to read whatever you want out of them.
Of course.
Fudging the math, or just, putting projection into that will, I think we sometimes get the results we think we want.
Now, if you're taking it straight off, like if you put gunfire repairs, blah, 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 which come across the screen, I could see that. But I think gematria does play a part in some of this stuff.
I think they use it as a tool. But like you say, I mean, they can start at any point. The numbers can start at any point and finish at any point. They can line them up. They can disperse them. Like you say, it's just a game. It's the world, basically. The ones who just are so busy with their lifestyles. They just don't see all this, and they don't even question it because they haven't got fucking time, honestly. Some people are so damn busy. I remember even when when the world all sort of shut down type of thing, there were still people, that were going flat out anyway. They still were hooked into the world, and even though some of them say, there was a great percentage that woke up because of it, I would say that percentage might have looked great to us because we're hoping for a great number to wake up, but in actual fact, I don't think a great deal of people woke up myself, We exceed the numbers just the same as the rest of them. We're caught up in the script just the same as the rest of them. I mean, we've got to watch out. We don't become a crisis actor,
Right here. This is my new screensaver. I like this.
I hear you, baby.
Yeah, that is cool.
Or this one. HBO Vice, perfect. Anyway, welcome to the political theater, just like the military theater and everything else. I bet you, I'm starting to think a lot of this war that went on in the Middle East, I think a lot of it was theater. Just like today over there, I'm thinking this so-called war that's going on now is theater. Like, I've seen some footage a long time ago where I know for a fact in military they wear colors on their sleeve to tell the teams apart. Now, unless they wear that shit in real live action, because there's videos right now where they're wearing blue or yellow on their sleeve, and you only wear that, a sniper would pick you off in a heartbeat. And there's a lot of other things that don't add up with this so-called war. It's all quiet.
Well, it'd be nice to think that not so many people are dying.
Yeah, because even in the Middle East, they evacuated all these cities before anything, and it's like, since when do you evacuate in war, right? That means they knew they were coming. So what the fuck?
That is common to tell the civilians that this area is going to be taken over. That does happen.
And I believe they know whenever war's going to happen anyway, so, it's...
Well, I mean, they tell us too that prior with certain things, You know, like they can confiscate land if they need to.
Oh
They
yeah,
can
the Constitution.
they can confiscate your car or
Your
your
food,
house
your
or your
weapons, your
food.
food. Yep, you're right.
So, you know, it's just it's ongoing. Um, I don't
Yeah,
know
it's in the
how long
Constitution.
it's going to be before they start the tactics that they use over there. Here, they already use they
You seen
already
that?
fixed the vote. That's already happening here.
You
But
seen
crisis actors and that sort of stuff, I haven't seen a great deal of that sort of thing happening here yet. Not to say it won't happen. I mean, and it has happened in certain places, but you just don't get it unless you're watching out for that sort of thing.
I'm waiting for the martial law to hit. I'm waiting for our own soldiers to be patrolling the streets and stomping out their own people, because I remember seeing a video in the Middle East. They had cities built up to make it look like America, and they were training, going door to door. Why are we're training soldiers to do that? Hopefully one day we don't find out.
Yeah, well, I'm in several Telegram groups, which I don't like to be in a whole lot of groups because my messenger just goes bing, 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 bang, bang, bang. I've turned the bloody thing off actually because I'm sick of it. But anyway, so the thing is, you know, I mean, I was watching this in this one group, and they're talking about 2025 as being some kind of another, you know, world event. And whether, you know, 2024 we've got Trump here is in this little crisis actor type situation here, but
yeah, I'm sick and tired of them events.
I'm just wondering if you know, they just are now going to sort of even treat us as Goyim and pre-program us with these little, oh, we're going to have another event, and then we go out and we just start, oh, look, watch out, 2024, rah, 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 it's going to happen, rah, 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 it's going to, and we become the fucking next crisis actor for them, you know?
9/11 was like the blueprint for, after that happened, the September event, all these other ones started falling in line, man. I'm tired of these theater fucking events.
Yeah. To me, they're like little bloody psyops for all us conspiracy theorists to jump on and run with, you know?
There you go, Dean. There you go.
They need people like us. You know, they like, it always sticks in my head. I've always known this, but when Dom says it, you know, they watch our channels. Like, I already know all that, but they're gonna use us to implement more laws too, by us speaking out and stuff. That, you know, they already call us conspiracy theorists or terrorists and all this stuff. They use everything to implement more law.
Yeah, it's bylaws. It's just a bylaw. The law is already there. They've just rearranged the bloody same one and changed it. I was talking to a guy a couple of days ago, and I said, you know, you think about all the people in the bloody government house, but you've only got like the leader, the vice president, and so many in his party, and the rest of them are all just bloody pen pushers, right? And I mean, a pen pusher can get paid, I don't know how much, for changing a bylaw so that the bloody person who parks now in that spot gets a bloody fine. And he doesn't even know it's been changed into a bloody non-parking zone, you know? And all these little bylaws are actually just another way of getting paid by fines and manipulation, you know? I mean,
Power and control. Yeah, more for money, power, and control. Yep.
Exactly. It's think you can. It's just we're feeding into it. You know, we're buying into it. It's bloody. I mean, I'm fortunate. I am. I now realise I am fortunate to be living in the country. And I'd hate to be caught up in town situation now. I'd actually, you know, I've been thinking. I said to Lloyd, if I was caught up in town now and I hadn't been able to find a place to live in the country, I think I'd bloody just buy a van and go and park up somewhere. And then my mate goes, well, where are you going to park up then? And so we've got this big heated problem in New Zealand at the moment. And everybody's buying these vans and buses, and they're not going to live in towns anymore. And where are you going to stay then? Oh, well, we'll just camp at the beach. Oh, no, you can't. They've got to bring in these new little bylaws. You can't camp here. You can't camp there. You can't stay overnight here. You know?
And Dean,
so,
Dean, I'm sorry. Listen, I want to interrupt real quick. And the funny thing about those bylaws you say real quick is that we, the people, can sit here, and I'm not talking about anyone in direct, but let's say we all sat here and we're like, oh man, all these bylaws coming in. But if you turn it to the positive side of the pendulum or the spectrum, I like to say, the more ridiculous these little theatrical things come out and the bylaws and all that, as ridiculous as they're becoming and we're seeing, it just shows that already proves to us, it does to me, it proves to me, I'll speak for myself, proves to me, and it proves to them that they are scared to death of us, period.
Oh,
because
yes, of
they're
course.
adding more and more things. So in one spectrum, it's like, you know, we can get upset and all that, but at the same time, it's like they know that we've already won the game. I'm going to say that right there. They already know it. In my eyes, they already know it, which is why we keep getting all these dumb distractions. And this one, by far, nearly made me fall out of my seat. Because I'm like, oh, of course, hit the president. Go right to the top. The main character that is going to have everyone stop in their tracks and do what? Feed the machine. Feed the story. And it's exactly what happened. You know, so it's like, I see it as, oh no, they're scared of us. And I think that's even funnier.
Yeah. Oh, well, I can say.
Coming out now, like half an hour after an incident. So they're not getting away with anything now.
We're next. They're going to come after us next.
I can definitely say, Kimber, that New Zealanders are probably going to be in up in arms too about it, you know. And I really, I mean, you thank goodness today that I came over and I could see there was something happening in the news, because I would never have known.
I don't mean physically.
I wouldn't have known until somebody on the street would have gone, hey, guess what? Trump got shot, you know, and I go, oh, is he dead?
I know. I didn't know anything either until I turned my phone on this morning, and I was like, oh my, this has been going on since yesterday, and it's everywhere. I was like, bam, they got us. See, I look at it that way. I'm like, they got us again. Okay, how many people are out there? And I'm not downing no one. I'm just saying, you know, how many of us are out there talking about it, trying to figure it out? I like to make fun of that shit too. I'm not going to lie. I do too. But I was like, wow, they got everyone to stop their whole damn life and say, oh no, Trump. And I was like, that's sad for the people, you know? That's sad for the people.
All they got to do is say something or do it. Like, let's say they cut the money out and they put a point system in play. People would just go along with it now. It's like, that's all they got to do, and they know it. Set it in motion, and people won't even stand or fight. They're just like, whatever, and go along with it. It used to never be like that.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, if people like their security and comfort. To make a big change like that, you're totally ripping someone's uprooting their life. You are uprooting their entire existence, belief, way back through their heritage, their parents, their grandparents. You uprooted their entire reality, which will drive most people crazy because a lot of us were like, woohoo, over here ourselves. So it would uproot the entire thing. And like I like to say, hell, I can't even go buy me a chicken right now and want to take the egg away from the mommy. So like, I know I'm not there yet. I'm not ready. I know I can't, grow my own food and do all that yet. So I can see why people feel that way. You're uprooting everything. Now you're saying go back and live in caveman days. How many people can really do that,
I mean, I can't even say I do, right?
Right?
Because I'm still reliant on a shop for my necessities, right?
Right? I want to, but can I say I can do all
want
that?
to.
Not
You
yet.
bet.
Yeah. Not yet.
Exactly, Kimber.
But hell
I mean,
yeah, I want to. I'm all for it. But am I there yet? No. Do I want society to be there yet? Because that means it's going to push me into having to do that even more so when I'm not even ready for it. No, I'm not ready for that either. Am I ready for a nice big change, for things to get a little bit back in order to help the people? Hell yes, I am. Do I know what it is exactly? No, but I know let's get rid of the tyranny and bring some people in who are a little more honest. How we go about doing that, I don't know. See, there's so much to tear apart.
Well, the thing that's right, and I mean the thing is that like you think about maybe like you can't that sort of change is it's just too much to handle. But the thing is, like, could you start again? That's the thought that I have is, are we capable of starting again? If we are exactly. I mean,
it's just getting people to make the change. That's the hard
the
part.
thing is, it's just like if we were to work on the precipice, that we had an incoming meteor that was as big as a bloody a 4-story fucking building, and the bloody thing's going to take us all out. And we're just going to have to start again as cavemen. Well, that we can all accept that because, well, that's just how it would be. But to have something come in and just, okay, this government's absolutely useless. Let's destroy the whole framework of it. That would be chaos, right?
Yeah.
That would be chaos.
It's just not like I say, Dean, you
There's
have
a difference between that and a fucking meteor, right?
Exactly. You have an infrastructure inside an infrastructure, and say it takes time to break something down. I love it when people, I have to say this, I love it when people run around and the first line they like to say, and they repeat it all the time, is the truth is going to come out. Everything's going to come out. Yes, it's going to come out over a time frame. They're not going to turn around and be like, da-da-da, here's all the dominoes they fell, people. Because, like you said, that's it. Game over. They're gone. We're running rampant. It has to all come down in a slowly progressible fashion. So we, the people, do not take over. Slowly. And that's what we're watching online now, right? It's coming very slowly. But now they just went, boop, back up to Trump.
It took me 8 years to realize your best bet is to just change self and maneuver through this, because that's your best bet, instead of trying to change,
something that's not going to change instantly. Yes.
If people start with self, I guess over time things will get fixed, but it took me 8 years to realize by talking to so many different people that this is like I hate to say it, a no-win situation. Once somebody leaves or so-called wakes up and moves on, there's 6 people waiting to replace you.
And it's the basic human psyche too, Charles. It's basic human behavior. If there's something in your life or your surroundings you cannot control, people are going to look to try to change and control things outside of themselves. And the further you go away from yourself, that shows you're running in more fear. You need to be able to take on you, period. So when I see people going further and further away, wanting to change and control things to make it better, I'm like, what are you not control? What are you fearing in your life that you are out of control? That's basic psyche, the human psyche. You know, that's how it works. Unless you're just, your intention, unless you just want to know about it, you're curious. Like we're sitting up here talking about, we're curious. But it's the basic human psyche. You want to control and fix things outside of you because you can't do it for yourself and in your own environment, you know?
Hey, Orphan Annie.
Maureen was watching a documentary on these folk, gypsy folk, and there's different peoples living in parts of Guinea, South Africa, on the coast of Guinea. There's I think that part of like Kyrgyzstan and there's other people there in like near Turkey, or where Turkey was. But the thing is about these people is they're nomadic. They're nomads. They call them gypsies now, but they were nomadic people. And their joy is that they don't actually sit on one block of land, right? Their joy is that they move around constantly, and of course now, because we got these bloody bylaws, you can't camp here, you can't camp there. They're constantly on the move, and I was just thinking, like, we got these vans and buses and these bus people. They call them gypsies as well, and then and they got the gypsy lifestyle. But it's like we can see that the only way really is to not settle into one place, and then we don't have all these constant restrictions, And but it's interesting that I sent a couple of things to Chuck on this group of people, but they had this, they call them Igbo, or LG or IGBO people. Sorry, Arkan, AKAAN, Arkan people. And
let me just say something real quick. Dean. I just text you, Annie.
You there?
Yeah, I'm here.
Oh, you just dropped. You just texted me a message. Dean. Okay, so these people, they had this they watched this. Well, sorry, hang on. Let me start back. They have this headdress that they wear, which is called a chihuahua. It's CHI, which is chi, which is like mana, your mana, or your chi, and then wara, WARA. And the chihuahua is actually an antelope. And the antelope, the shape of his horns, digs into like banks and digs into the dirt. And in that process, Chihuahua taught these Arkan people how to garden, because they were tilling the soil. They were watching the antelope till the soil with his head. And in the process, he upset plants. The plants dropped their seeds, and his hooves covered the seeds over. So they were saying that the Chihuahua, the antelope, taught the people agriculture and farming so that they didn't need to move on. They didn't need to be nomadic. They could settle down into a town. I thought it was quite fitting to how we became people in townships. But it's interesting that that while Chihuahua had shown them this, and they had, their gardens had become bountiful, so that they were actually, they had more than enough. So they just forgot about it. They didn't bother with what was left over. And so Chihuahua went and hid himself in the earth. But the concept that he hid himself because these shameful people had not only been given a gift, but they didn't even know how to share it, And they just left it to go to waste. And I just think to myself, holy hell, we haven't even changed. We've got a bountiful supply of food coming into us. The world supplies it. It comes in all around. We've got nuts, we got fish, we got vegetables, we got fruit, we got everything. It's all coming in from different parts of the world into our food store, so to speak. And you look at the average person, how much goes out? How much of their food actually goes out in the bin to the fucking tip? Excuse my French, but it's shameful. The households that scrape the scraps into the bin and it's going off to the tip. It's sitting in a bag, a plastic bloody bag, and dumped in the bottom of a garbage dump. It's friggin' bloody amazingly shocking. People are so damn wasteful. And we haven't... That's just shocking, this city, this town, this environment where we become wasteful. We're so wasteful.
Kimball popped off.
I'm disgusted in it because I go down to people's places and I'm just like, I arrive there, I'm probably going down to get a bit of bloody stash, I need a bit of weed or something, and I arrive at my mate's place and she's there just packing up the dishes, and I look at the bloody food sitting on plates. And it's all going to get scraped into the bin before it goes into the dishwasher. Oh my giddy aunt. We are fucking atrocious. We have become absolute destroyers of all things good. I mean, we have scraps. Maureen said last night, I can't eat anymore. And I thought to myself, what did you put it all on your bloody plate for then if you can't eat it?
Feed the leftover to the animals, or
yeah, well, we give it to our chickens, of course, but I mean the thing is, I feel that we've just lost the bloody plot a little bit. Yeah, well, why cook it? Why not leave it on the plant or in the freezer instead of bloody cooking it and throwing it in the bloody rubbish bin? You wasted your power, you wasted your money, and you're wasting the bloody food. It's ridiculous. We've got our common sense is out the gate.
I haven't said that in so long. Crikey, mate.
Yeah, crikey, mate.
No, you're right, dude. I don't like wasting food either. Because I've been in bad positions and I see how it is, people starving, and I feel guilt.
I waste food and I don't get portions right. eating for two, and it's difficult to get the portions right for two people.
Yes, thank you very much, Max. Max, yes, exactly. Get our portions right. You should be able to know your family. You know?
That's up a lot.
Doing a bloody great meal. Mum even should be changing her bloody way of cooking so that she's not cooking a huge amount of bloody food to watch it go into the bin. I mean, that is just, I'm sorry, but I can't handle it. It really does step on my toes, that kind of thing. Yeah. It's a wake-up call. I know it's a wake-up call for some people, and when I talk about this, and I hope it is a wake-up call for some people, because we need to take that into mind. That hey, you might be 2 years from now and have no home, kicked out on the street, no food, and you think about all the shit you scraped into the bin. And why are you going hungry?
Shouldn't be
Is that your karma? Is that your karma? Because you're fucking going without because you wasted food? Does karma work that way?
Nobody should be homeless and hungry in this world. Nobody. With these government bums in so-called power, no one should be hungry or homeless. Nobody.
Nobody. Exactly, Chuck.
We feed 40% more people than we do. So we could add almost 50% to the population right now, and we'd still be okay. We have enough food.
Yeah, we have. I mean, we talk about being woke, but we've got to look at ourselves and how woke are we? Are we doing right by our wokeness, or are we just following along?
Are we woke or awake? Woke, awake.
Yeah, I was going to. I put a little message in the thing to reply this morning to you, and then I was going to write, I just woke up, but then I thought, am I woken? Oh my golly. The depth of the stuff is just, do you want to use these words? Woken and woken up. And are we awake?
Hey, salute to the chat in the panel. What's going on?
Is that there, Naga?
I gotta jump off here in like 20 minutes. I gotta go make some food. But anyway, what's up, Naga?
Salute, bro.
Thanks, Joe.
It's crazy y'all end up talking about the words, because the whole time I'm listening to, to the chat, to the panel, us wasting food, or even wasting generals. And I was thinking about that. I was like, the body itself is made,
Wow, what happened to Max?
Yeah, the body itself is, designed to waste food. You know what I'm saying? Like, you eat the food, then you gotta go to the bathroom. That's wasting the food,
Fully, Naga. How is this? Our metabolism is like is turning over a waste, probably a larger waste portion than what it actually takes out as goodness, right? Like it's probably about 60% of the food that we eat is wasted, and maybe 40% is nutrients that our body takes in. Probably even way less than that. Actually, the figures are probably way different than that. But I've even looked at my own life, Naga, and said, "Holy shit, Dean, you're wasting food, man. You don't need that amount of tucker to survive." So I reduce my size of my meal now. I only eat twice a day. I don't need to eat bloody 3 times a day with snacks in between. That was just a habit. That was just a bloody habit. That was a habit that my parents had taught me, and I'd taken on board and was living with. I don't need all that bloody food. It was just I was spending more time at the bloody loo toilet, bloody pooing it out. When I I need less. I mean, I have toast in the morning. I can eat a little bit of sustenance when I have my morning warm drinks. I'm now having a drink of warm water with honey and cinnamon in the morning. And sometimes I have pine needle tea. So I'm having 2 different teas now in the morning, but always with warm water, not with hot water. You know, and a pinch of salt. Like a pinch of Celtic salt when you've got magnesium, and especially magnesium. I've sorted it out. My body is deficient in magnesium, and it's not just a deficient in my body. The world's population has a magnesium deficiency problem, and so I realised that the first thing to do in the morning is to actually take some mineral salt that has magnesium in it, and then a little bit of warm water. Honey is such an awesome antioxidant and microbial, and there's just so much anti in it that you've got to take it on board. It's bloody awesome. And then you've got cinnamon, and cinnamon has qualities that are antioxidant, antimicrobial. These are the things that you want to be ingesting first thing in the morning, because you've eaten a gut full of shit the night before. Excuse me, but I'm very blunt at times. But you've eaten a bloody gut full of shit the night before. You want to be having a clean up in the morning, so you can get on with your day. But so my diet's changed radically in the last couple of years. I'm now conscious of what I eat. I'm conscious of the food I eat and what I'm taking in. And even then, some of it may not be. Some of it is processed, and I have to be aware that it is. So, how much of this processed shit am I going to take into my body? Well, as little as possible is the way I look at it. But I do have.
You're being sued. You're being sued for what you put in your body. Consuming is you can sue me. You can sue me.
Yeah, I understand you, Naga.
That's
Yeah.
why we get charged. That's why we get charged for what we eat. Because we are being sued.
Your mic's a bit low. I'm just catching you.
Yeah, that's what I'm hearing when I'm hearing, consuming, and I see the you, and me in it. So I know they're suing you and me.
You're going to have to turn your mic up because I can't hear you, Naga.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah.
Yeah, I was just saying, that's what I'm hearing for, when I hear the word consuming, or consume, and I know, the you is in it, and I know me is in it. So I know, you can sue me. So that's what I'm hearing. That's what I'm getting from it. And I feel like, that's why they charge us, for the food that we eat, for our living, basically everything we consume, not just the food.
I want to show this video real quick when you're done.
Yeah, well, there's a plant called snake plant. It's like a succulent. It's got a very leathery skin, but it produces oxygen. And it's it's a plant that doesn't need much light in order to produce its oxygen. So this we can consume. Yes, we consume, but what are we consuming? Right? Yeah.
By charging you.
We consume. We consume oxygen. We consume water.
I think we're looking at things, and that's not in a certain way. That's not in our favor. For example, soon as something goes on the media, and the media or on the internet,
It's hey
we
bro, hey bro.
yeah.
You're like when you said to me, "Is this good?" My mic. It was good. Now it's like you're buddy moving away from it or something.
I don't know if it's you or if it's me. Can you hear me
Yeah, I
talking?
can hear you.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can hear you.
Maybe
Maybe.
maybe that's Dean. I don't know.
No,
But
I'm in one. I don't know. Anyway,
I'm
are
speaking
you
to the
moving
mic.
around, Naga? Are you moving
No,
around?
I'm just sitting smoking a blunt. I'm
Okay.
I'm not.
Oh, you're smoking a plant. Oh.
Yeah, I'm back smoking again. Yeah, man. I'm
What are
back.
you doing?
So good news, B.
I thought you'd given that up.
Yeah, I didn't give it up. I took a break from it.
Okay.
You gotta take a break from everything, just like my channels. Right now, I'm taking a break from it. I ain't give it up or giving up on it. I'm just taking a break. I feel like at some time we gotta detox ourselves, from the things we indulge into because we can lose out. That's how you lose yourself. So
Yeah,
you gotta
that's
be
a
able to
very
take a
good
break with it.
point there. Very good point. Yeah.
Yeah, I need a break myself. I've been going strong every fucking day. For how long?
You
Yeah,
know they
bro,
say
you're fighting. They're fighting a good fight for two, your life is becoming the cost. You can't put yourself on the line, so you cost yourself out of the equation. You got to look after yourself too, Chuck. Right?
yeah, they say you gotta be consistent in order to be successful. You know, but you're not successful if you lose yourself. That's why the Bible said, what good is that if you gain the whole world and lose your soul. You know what I'm saying? So you can't go out and chase a dream. When you don't even have a reality or a tragedy. So you're just stuck in a dream. So you know we can't let that happen. So you have to. But long story short, though, like I was saying, I felt like we're looking at things the wrong way. In a way that's not in our favor. You know, uh, for example, like soon as something going in the media, or on the internet in the media, we quick to decipher what's going on. But you know we have some of us have yet to decipher ourselves because we never take the time to do that. We never took a step back from the thing. We're so busy jumping
Well,
from
we're
one
not.
thing.
Not that we don't. Never, because I know you are, and I know people are. So it's we do it, but are we consistent? Are we consistent with looking after ourselves? Or are we just going to have we'll look after ourselves for a couple of months and then we get too bloody busy and then, hello, we're not looking after ourselves, right?
I agree. I agree. I'm not going to go against that. I think we all do it sometime at some point in our life. But I just think overall we just look at things the wrong way. You know, and it's because of that. It's because we don't look on how things can be in our favor instead of say it against us. It's always everything against us. You know what I'm saying? So
Fully.
like you was saying earlier, that we're not supposed to put ourselves on the line, but most of us, that's what we're doing.
Yeah, I mean, you the thing is, the world expects a certain work ethic out of us. And I mean, if you want the type of house you're living in, you might have to work 3 jobs. One will pay the rent, the other will pay the bloody consumption, and the other one will maybe give you a bit of joy. But you know, our wants and our needs have become too mixed up. You know, what are our needs and what are our wants? Well, nowadays, our wants are now what we call needs as well. You know, we want this and we want that, and we need it. You know, and so we've even our time that we spend when we should be, you know, recounting our coup, taking coup of ourselves. We're not even doing that right, you know. I was reading an article on how to become more feminine, you know, the feminine side. I mean, you know, you could doing me research and all that, and looking back into the feminine side, and what I noted was it's a continual directive that points you towards nature, that points you towards going out and spending time in nature. So to basically to get in touch with self, to get in touch with your chi, your mana, or however you like to call your essence, is getting back to nature. Well, if getting back to nature is our way we build our chi, why are we even leaving it? Right? Why aren't we just immersing ourselves in it all the time? So that our constant chi is with us, and our constant mana, our constant essence is there. Instead of like, I really need to get out there and hug a tree. Like soon, I'm starting to get so bloody wound up in tension
But you see, that's why we're supposed to live in nature, right? In the first place, it's supposed we're not so it's not like we're not supposed to be saying, okay, let's go out, you know, and spend some time. You know, our time supposed to spend, you know, in nature, you know. And then, you know, with this, so we said maybe, all right, let's, you know, take a little break right quick, you know, and see whatever was, you know, is going on, whatever the case may be, and we'll come back to nature. But the thing is, it's like we too, you know, all that, you know, negative energy, and then at time we're saying that, okay, let's go take a break like in nature. But
yes,
so I'm
yep,
saying that, right? That's why I said we do everything in reverse. But
exactly,
the
Naga.
the thing is, in general, right? What I was saying about the event and what's been going on in the internet, for example, like I see, you know, a lot of people going on live, you know, about Trump getting shot, right? And how, you know, that's something, you know, that's gonna affect us in a negative way, or at least they're trying to, you know, use that, you know, to affect us in a negative way. Like,
Yes,
you know, to summarize it up, you know, to put it in a nutshell, that's, you know, the conclusion they're trying to say, or the people that's going out live, about that. Why can't we use this situation? It's an event. Why, if we think they could use it, to affect us in a negative way, why can't, when we deciphering it, if we already do the work, we know, we watched it right before we go live, right? Let's say I watch it before I go live and I see that, okay, look, they're trying to, affect me in a, in a negative way with that. So what I'm gonna do, right? Since I decipher it, I said that, right? So I'm about to flip it around and use it, in a positive way. So if I'm going live about it, right, I'm gonna let the people know how we can use it, right? Like Kendrick said, right? They not like us. They ain't one of us, right? If they're willing to do that to their own kind, why even worry about, why even trying to, be with them? Why can't we, since we see that's why they're trying to go against themselves, in order to affect us in a negative way? Why can't we use that, them going against themselves, in a positive way? This is what America did, right? Ain't that what America did during World War, what was that? One?
World War One, yeah.
Yeah, I gotta jump off here in like 5 minutes.
Okay.
I don't know how you
Well,
ended up backstage, Dean. I had walked away for a second. When I came back, I'm like, Naga was by himself. I'm like, what happened?
oh shit. Oh, it might have been
Yeah.
my blanket. It might have been my blanket touching because I just got up to let the cat out. The cat was he spends all night inside by the fire, but when the fire dies down, he's a bugger it. I'm outside. Miles a big outside as inside.
Peace in the chat too, I want to say. Appreciate everyone.
Yeah, I see a lot of people down there before when I come up, and I wouldn't really acknowledge anyone, but JG and S and Co. And
Yeah, JG said, where did it go? I just had it. Oh, JG said there's two worlds, the fantasy fairy tale fake world or the real raw and empowered world.
yeah. Yep, and you got to get out there and empower yourself every day. It's up to you. You cannot ask to be empowered. You can ask with yourself, your inner self. You can ask in yourself if you can empower yourself. I don't say ask. I just say I'm going to empower myself today. I'm going to get that done. Right. I mean, I've got a bloody job. I'm starting today at a job. It came to me the other day. Actually, what I did was I was down at this joker's place, and I said, "Man, your place is a mess. Would you like me to come in and clean it up for you?" And he says, "What?" And I says, "Oh, I'll do it for you, bro. A couple of hours. I'll just come and do a bit." And he says, "Well, I don't know if I can afford to pay you." I said, "I'm not after money. I just said I want to come down and give you a hand, clean up." And so he just turned up the other day and he goes, "Hey, Dino, you can come and do it, but I'm not going to let you do it for nothing, right?" And I think this is where we let ourselves down so much, is that we just expect money. I mean, hell, whilst we had our children or Maureen's grandchildren here a couple of months back, and the only way to get them to do anything is to bribe them with money. Friggin' heck, what's wrong with us that we need to be bribed? Right?
Yeah, I couldn't get. Man, if I asked my grand for $10, he'd be like, $10? My grand comes from a different time. And it's funny. My grandfather.
Yeah, but I mean, yeah, well, I mean, my parents, I was lucky to get a threepence for my bank book once a month, right?
Yeah, I had a bank book for my gramps. He was saving money for me. Guess who spent it? Most of it.
He did.
My mother.
Oh, your
My
mum,
mother.
okay.
It's all right. better
Yeah,
her
I
than
know.
anyone else.
I know that happened for my mum too. I mean, we had things that were saving, but mum was so broke and she needed money that she
Yeah.
had to use it. No, I never, it never bothered me. She was the one that gave it to us in the first place, so she deserved it. It was hers to begin with.
But yeah, I gotta jump off. I gotta go do some things. And I appreciate you coming up, Naga. Dean, it's good to see you, man. I know, you know, you get up later, and
Yeah, well, I mean, I woke up at a bit after, nearly 5:15, to go to the, I call it the loo. But I think that's pretty good. I mean, I'm 70, and I didn't. My last drink was at 9:30, and I didn't get up until 4:45. I think that's quite a good bladder control. I'm still got a good bladder.
peace,
Yeah,
Naga.
yeah. I feel
Thank
like
you, Naga.
I'm still running in a good way. My body's still doing what it's meant to do. Oh, I actually just started a new hair tonic too. If anybody wants to do it, it's bloody awesome. It's actually changing the colour of my hair. My hair was grey. It's now coming back to a sort of a blondish with dark streaks coming into it. And
I
I'm
got
just
more white hair than the 80-year-old.
so I'm using. I boil up 3 sprigs of rosemary, combined with 10 to 15 cloves
Yeah.
of cloves, and
I'm
just
gonna
boil them up.
have you write that down in Telegram. Like, send me
Okay.
I want to try it for sure.
Yeah, well, it's working. I mean, I only been using it for a couple of weeks myself, and it's already working. So,
Mother
it's
Earth is the best.
yeah.
She has all the answers for our problems. Oh, and I want to thank Max, Smoking and G Sharp, and Kimba for coming up too, and a piece of the chat.
Yeah, I wanted to say much love to both the sisters and to Max. I love them both. And Max, I love yous all. I love everyone. I got no hate for no one. If you piss me off, I might tell you so, but I still love you. Right?
Hey, they always say a real friend will talk shit to your face and say nice things about you behind your back.
Yeah.
But that's what they're saying.
But
'Cause
yeah.
I've had, you know. But anyway.
No, well, on you guys and on you ladies and on you everyone. Much love and yeah, empower yourselves. You know, empowerment of self is the brilliant and best move we can make. And yeah, do the best we can, I guess. You know, even if we can give a gift without wanting anything in return, I think that's the best.
Well, yeah, I'm gonna jump off. Thank you, Dean, and
thanks, bro.
Peace to everyone.
Thanks, Naga.
I'm gonna call you in a little while, Dean, if you're not busy.
Yep.
And thanks for everyone that came through, and I'll see you guys tomorrow.
Oh, I see. My camera came off. Okay.
And much love and respect to everybody, man. Until next time, I'm out like trout.
Okay. Until